And now for today's starting lineups. First for Graceland. Starting at guard, 6'4" senior from Minneapolis, Minnesota, number 3, Akeem Woods. And another guard, 6' senior from Bloomington, Illinois, number 4, Patrick Fisher. At the other guard, 5'11" senior from Grand Rapids, Michigan, number 11, Austin Braun. At the other guard, 5'10" junior from Lincoln, Nebraska, number 22, Carson Bush. And at forward, 6'6" senior from Florida, Montenegro, number 24, Alexa Markovich. Graceland is coached by Todd Lawrenson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Pioneers. Starting at guard, 6'1" junior from Lorain, Ohio, number 5, Ed Wright. At the other guard, 6'2" sophomore from Merriman, Utah, number 12, Brenton Van Dyke. At the other guard, 6'5" senior from Olathe, Kansas, number 25, Anthony Brown. At forward, 6'9" senior from Kansas City, Missouri, number 23, Caleb Jones McCrary. And at the other forward, 6'7" freshman from Barcelona, Spain, number 42, Gerard Bosch. Pioneers are coached by Adam Hector, assisted by Hudson Welty and Jacob Rennie. Tonight's referees are Greg Kulana, Steve Moritz, and Dave Eichel.
Welcome into the Cook Center on the campus of Mid-America Nazarene University, where we're set for some Heart of America Conference action between two of the top teams in the league. It's your host, the Mid-America Nazarene University Pioneers, on a 14-game winning streak, sitting alone, clinching the #1 seed in the Heart tournament and at least a share of the Heart Conference title, most likely an outright title. But it's the Graceland Yellow Jackets right behind them, sitting second, maybe tied for second or third, but had been atop of the league prior to. Should be a heck of a ball game here in the Cook Center. Team definitely fighting to stay alive for a national tournament bid. Pioneers have already clinched their bid. Jones McCrary one-on-one in the post with big Alexa Markovich. He spins baseline, reverses, and gets it to go. Jones McCrary gets things started inside. And this is a Yellow Jacket team that will present some problems for you defensively. They'll play a lot of 5-out. All 5 guys will put it on the floor, dribble drive, can shoot it from 3. It's a tough cover. Put you in some predicaments where are you going to switch screens, are you going to stay home? And Akeem Woods gets things started, gets into the paint, rises up, knocks down a little 12-foot jumper. We're tied at 2. Anthony Brown switches the split action and dives to the rim. Got a pass from Jones McCrary, but had it poked away from behind. So it's Austin Braun handling out top. A little back screen, give and go, and Woods gets to the elbow, pulls up again. This one's too strong. Gerard Bosch, the freshman from Barcelona, Spain, comes flying in for the defensive rebound. And Wright isolated on the block, goes right up and over. Missed it, got his own rebound. Second chance opportunity, no good. Almost got it for a third time and lost it out of bounds. He was matched up with Carson Bush and liked that matchup. Went to an isolation right away, but came up empty. And Wright can get hot. We know that. Guy shooting almost 50, 40, 90 from the floor, averaging 17 and a half a game. The junior guard from Lorain, Ohio. Pioneers do switch that screen, and that puts Bosch out on point guard Austin Braun. That's a tough cover for him. Certainly capable, good defensive player, a freshman. Late shot clock now. It's Woods going at Jones McCrary. Kicked back out. Patrick Fisher has to take a 3 as the shot clock expires and knocks it down. Contested 3 goes down as Van Dyke throws it all the way up the floor to Anthony Brown. Double team comes. Back to Van Dyke, repost. It's Brown one-on-one with Bush. No double comes. He spins baseline and he's fouled. Carson Bush did a nice job holding his ground. He's given up a lot of size there, but stayed vertical, didn't foul him with the hands, but just walked right through him with the chest. And that's really exactly what you're going to teach him to do and make Anthony Brown earn him at the line. AB connects on the first of two. Brown got to be the leader in the clubhouse for Heart of America Player of the Year. Fifth-year senior, averaging 18 points a game, almost 9 rebounds, has over 100 assists. The best defensive player on the floor all the time. I mean, just does everything. A couple of triple-doubles this year. Had been 1 rebound and 1 assist away the other night against Baker in another big win. Pioneers having to switch things early on this 5-out dribble drive with those brush cuts. Akeem Woods attacks baseline, and they're going to get Anthony Brown for a foul. First team foul, baseline out of bounds, little screen-the-screener action for Carson Bush. Van Dyke trails him, and back to Woods. Now it's the leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets, Markovich, 3 off the mark. Now Van Dyke throws it all the way down the floor. Bosch is there, but he's double-teamed. Resets to Ed Wright. Right back to Van Dyke, drives left, cut off there. Bosch slips the screen, and that frees up Wright for a moment. Open 3, but rattled out. Bosch the 0 board. In traffic, spins, finds an open Anthony Brown. Corner 3, got it to go. Anthony Brown puts the Pioneers on top 7-5. He's got 5. His Yellow Jacket team doesn't want to get in a track meet with the Pioneers. They are walking the ball up the floor, start their offense at about 20 on the shot clock. And they're very efficient in half-court offense. Can't blame them, scoring almost 83 a game. Don't know if they play this tempo all the time or if that's matchup specific. Pretty wise not to run with the Pioneers. Anthony Brown, good defense, forces the miss for Braun, and here comes Van Dyke in transition. The sophomore from Herman, Utah, coast to coast, and lays it in over Woods. Nice take from Branton Van Dyke. And this is a team that has not lost a game since he stepped in as a starting point guard after the injury to Mekhi Elmore. And really had his breakout performance at Graceland when he hit 5 threes in the first half and just broke that game wide open. Brown fouls Austin Braun on a 3-point attempt. That's a big call. One, because you're going to send a good shooter to the line for 3 free throws where he's shooting almost 90%. But bigger than that is it's Anthony Brown's second foul less than 5 minutes into the game, and he's going to have to take a seat. Braun knocks down the first. Anthony Brown's pleading his case to the officials. He's like, yeah, there was contact, but he grabbed my arm. The shooter grabbed me. And I don't know, I didn't see the replay, but that'd be interesting to look at. No matter, can't be reviewed. They've already made 2 free throws, and Brown's on the bench with 2 fouls. And Austin Braun knocks down all 3, make this a 1-point game. Van Dyke had it poked away. Braun comes up with the steal. It's a 3-on-1 break for the Yellow Jackets. He drops it off to Markovich for the layup. And Graceland back on top, 10-9. Markovich is denying Jones McCurry the reversal pass all the way out near midcourt. That's not something you see a lot, especially since Jones McCurry doesn't shoot the ball from the 3-point line, but disrupting the rhythm of their secondary break. Right, spins baseline, goes up and over Carson Brown for 2. Carson Bush, excuse me. Ed Wright's first basket. The Pioneers take the lead once again. Braun goes to Woods at the elbow, dribble handoff. They're looking to go to Markovich inside, matched up with Bosch. Have Jones McCrary guarding more of a perimeter player in Akeem Woods and soaking off of him, providing some help. But that time Woods knocks down a little short corner 15-foot jumper. He's made 2 mid-range jump shots now. Woods is not taking a ton of threes on the season, does shoot it well from 2. Grayson comes up with a stop, and they're off and running, so they will look to run in transition off of a stop, just not off a made basket so far. As Jake Alexander, the senior from McPherson, throws it up the floor to Van Dyke. Spinning, got Markovic off his feet, finds Bosch for 3, rattles out. It's a good look. Bosch can shoot it from out there. Hasn't shot as high a percentage from 3 as the coaching staff thinks he's capable of, but certainly a threat from the three-point line. He's done just about everything else really well in his freshman campaign. Bush into the paint, spinning, throws it almost into the Pioneer bench. Markovic saved it. Fisher, shot fakes, gets into the paint, draws help, kept his pivot foot down, and then finally misses a little floater. Ed Wright comes in for the defensive rebound. This is a well-coached Yellow Jacket team. You can tell they've got a principle of their drive and kick. They come to a jump stop, pivot, look for shooters. Don't panic on their dribble drives. Bosch, left-handed jump hook up and over Woods, left it short. Woods comes down with the rebound. Woods has it up top. Jones McCurry not guarding him all the way out there, soaking into the paint. Braun, pull-up jumper, had it blocked by Branton Van Dyke. Good defensive play there by the sophomore point guard, and he pushes. Dancing with it out top, goes baseline and had it poked away from behind. Van Dyke just about had a layup and then lost it at the last possible second. Markovic, transition, missed it. Ed Wright may have bothered that one. I'm not sure if he got a piece, but Pioneers fortunate, come up with a stop in transition. Wright into the paint, hangs, switches hands, missed it, tipped it around off the glass, and Austin Braun comes away with it. Pushing, and he's fouled by Van Dyke. Van Dyke going after the basketball there, and some words after the play from Austin Braun. And officials telling him, hey, we're not going to do much more of that. First personal on Van Dyke. And Brooks Langer is going to enter the game. A junior from Harrisonville, Missouri, amongst other high schools, but shooting over 40% from 3 on the season is Langer to provide a spark off the bench. Been a bit of a slower pace offensively for the Pioneers than what we've been used to. They've scoring over 100 multiple times this year. Pioneers going to look to go on a high-low here for Jones McCrary after they swing it around. Here comes Jake Alexander to the elbow. Here's the high-low. Got it. And the dunk from Caleb Jones McCrary. Excellent call from the Pioneer bench. Knew that Graceland was going to front the post, and a great feed by Jake Alexander for the dunk. Almost like I've watched this team play a couple of times. Maybe saw that one coming. Woods matched up with Alexander now. He drives in. Jake poked it away for a moment. And that's a travel, yep. Good defense by Alexander. Forces the turnover. Akeem Woods picked that pivot foot up and put it back down. Pioneers with a set play coming out the turnover. Jones McCurry sets the screen, rolls into the post. They get it to him one-on-one with Offenjar off the bench, putting 2 hands on the ball handler that time. Caleb goes right up through him. He's fouled. They're going to call it on the floor. Offenjar, physical presence inside, giving up some height to Jones McCurry, though.
Number 15 on the time, Offenjar. That's his second team.
Just the second team foul on Graceland. Pioneers looking to get it into Brooks Langer outside. They do. Here's the split action. Dribble handoff for Anthony Brown. Drives baseline. Back to McCrary on the short roll. Extra pass. Langer in the corner. Shot fake. One dribble pull up. too strong. The Yellow Jackets in transition. Braun, deep three, rattles out. And Jones McCrary fouled on the rebound by Offenjar, who's picked up 2 fouls in about 30 seconds of game time. And Alexa Markova's stay on the bench, going to be short-lived. Checks right back in.
Check back in for Graceland, Alexa Markovic.
Brown throws it back to Ed Wright, shaken up out of the corners. The high-low look again. Graceland this time able to soak it up. Brown, floater, just rattles out. Jones McCrary battling for the rebound. I thought he was either fouled or deflected from behind. Instead, it's going to be Yellow Jacket basketball. Bosch will check in, and Pioneers will show 2-2-1 press. They often fall back into a 2-3 zone out of this look. Like to go zone when Jones McCrary's out of the game at times. Protect their interior a little bit better. It's Anthony Brown and Jake Alexander up top. Ed Wright and Brooks Langer on the wings. Bosch manning the middle, and there's the turnover out of the zone. Alexander stole the pass and then just had it taken away from behind. Patrick Fisher took it right back. So not the offensive output we'd expect from these two teams in the first 10 minutes, just 13-14 with effectively the first quarter gone. It's Carter Brown now, 23 for Graceland, that takes a three from the corner, and it rattles out. Good look, missed it. Braun, not a guy you want to leave open. Extra pass to Fisher, not a guy you want to leave open. These guys can really shoot it from outside. Fisher's knocked down a couple of threes now. Just a 30% shooter from the downtown area on the season, but 2 for 2 tonight. Pioneers trigger some offense out of that high post area. Now they go inside Jake Alexander, and he's fouled. That should take us to the under 10 media timeout. So a tough physical first 10 minutes finds visiting Graceland University on top 17-13 as we go to the under 10 timeout here in the Cook Center, MNUsports.com. Coming out of the break, Anthony Brown will inbound baseline underneath. Flare screen for Langer on the left side. Thought about it, instead drives in and turns it over. Darius Davis stole it away, looking for Anthony Brown on the wing. Isaiah Cole, the freshman from Olathe West, into the ball game now at the top of this 2-3 zone. Excellent athlete, good defensive player. The Pioneers will lift off the bench at times. And Anthony Brown pokes it away up top. Stole the pass across the top of the zone, and man, this is a helter-skelter possession. What a play by Brown to dive on the floor, save possession, and call timeout, as that was going to be tied up once again, and it is Graceland possession arrow. So Brown gets the 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break at MNUsports.com. Anthony Brown inbounds it up top to Bosch, left alone, thought about a three, turned it down. Now it's Langer, corner three ball, just short. Anthony Brown skying for the rebound ahead of, up over the top of everyone in traffic, and there's another turnover. Langer had it poked away. Brown comes away with it. Now it's Braun driving baseline. There's a Braun, a Brown, and a Bush all on the floor for Graceland at times. A tongue twister up here for the announcer. Great defense. Gerard Bosch sat on that spin move from Markova and blocked it. And it's Brown one-on-one with Davis. He goes inside to the freshman. Bosch puts it on the floor, kicks it out, reposts, and another deflected pass. Pioneers plagued by turnovers here. That's about 4 in a row. This Graceland team is getting their hand on a lot of balls. And inside, Darius Davis with the easy two. Pioneers got to stop the bleeding here. It's a 6-0 run. Trailed by 6 here in the first. Again, this Mid-American Nazarene team has not lost a game in the second semester on a 14-game winning streak, wrapped up the conference title. And Gerard Bosch, great take, missed the lefty layup. That's his strong hand. And just couldn't get it to go. There's Darius Davis again, jumping the passing lane and just about had another steal. He's got his hands on Anthony Brown in the backcourt, and finally they blow the whistle. It was a personal on Davis, just his first.
That's his first personal, 5th team foul.
This is as physical of a first half as I can remember, and yet neither team is in the bonus. Pioneers have only committed 3 team fouls, 2 of them on Anthony Brown, unfortunately. Yellow Jackets have committed 5. Ed Wright has it out top. And there's another pass just about stolen away, this time deflected by the big man, Markovic. Right, off the screen. Pull up at the elbow, knocks it down. Should have been an and one. Shooter got hit. Ed Wright able to knock it down anyway. Pioneers will stay in the 2-3 zone, although Jones McCrary back in the ballgame. It's the starters on the floor, except Isaiah Cull in for Bosch. Pioneers doing a nice job bumping out to shooters from wing to corner, top to wing. Braun shot fakes, gets a floater off on the baseline, missed it. Anthony Brown comes flying in for a rebound once again. Wright, one-on-one with Braun. Isolated on that left wing, picked his dribble up, long, dangerous skip pass. Cole there to bring it in. Pioneers like to trigger their offense out of that high post area. It's Cole driving right side. Out to Van Dyke, late shot clock, 5. A step back 3, left it short. Isaiah Cole battles for the offensive rebound, steals an extra possession. Good play by the freshman. There's Jones McCrary. Right-handed jump hook up over Markovic, no good. Yellow Jackets come away with a stop. They lead by 4, and they're going to walk it up, run a set here against this 2-3 zone of the Pioneers. Pioneers still going under ball screens on Fisher, who's knocked down 2 threes here today. There's a great defensive play by Jones McCrary. Stripped Akeem Woods going up for the reverse layup. Right, spins baseline, may have got hit. Maybe it was deflected. I don't know, but left it way short. Brown probing and just throws it up over the head of Fisher for a turnover. This Pioneer team who played the #1 defense in the Heart in the Baker Wildcats in their previous contest put up 100, sitting with 15 points now with just 5 minutes to go in the first half. It's a totally different game. Credit the defense from Graceland. Wright dancing out top with Woods, gets a screen into the paint, scoop layup up and good. What a take by Ed Wright. Said Akeem Woods, may I have this dance. Crossed over once, twice, 3 times, gets all the way to the cup. Pioneers doing really a good job of getting out to shooters in the zone. That's something you worry about against the 2-3 at times, is staying out with a team that can really shoot it. But all the damage from downtown from the Yellow Jackets that came against the man-to-man, they've found shooters in the zone. Jones-McCurry through traffic, up and in off the pick and roll. We're tied at 19. Nice 2-man action that time. Fall right back into that 2-3 zone, and the Yellow Jackets want to talk things over. 30-second timeout. We're all tied at 19. Thanks for tuning in. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Jake Alexander back in for Anthony Brown, trying to protect him with those 2 fouls. Cole and Van Dyke stay out top. Ed Wright and Jones-McCurry round out the 5 on the floor. Patrick Fisher got a couple Pioneers off their feet on a ball fake, and he's got 8 points now, puts the Yellow Jackets back up top 2. Van Dyke gets it to Wright, isolated on that right wing. He drives, another pull-up jumper. Ed Wright, so smooth with the ball in his hands. It's that 15-foot pull-up. It's going in at a high rate. He's got 8 points now, and we're tied back at 21. Akeem Woods on the baseline run, scores it on the reverse layup over an excellent shot blocker in Jones-McCurry. Van Dyke in response, put his shoulder into Patrick Fisher, trying to draw some contact. Did, no whistle. Skip pass to Cole. Pioneers are going to have to get it to Ed Wright to generate some offense with this group on the floor. And they go to him. Another pull-up jumper, no good. And a whistle. It's going to be a loose ball foul on Isaiah Cole. Just his first personal. 4th team foul on the Pioneers, and Anthony Brown checks back in. Pioneers show man-to-man this trip. Couple baskets in a row against the zone. They'll switch it up. Ice the ball screen on the wing. Braun drives baseline. Extra pass. Woods traveled on the start, and the refs just missed it. Akeem Woods shuffled his feet on the catch, but he did get all the way to the rim and lay it in with the finger roll. He's got 8 points in the first half. Dangerous pass. Anthony Brown comes down with it. Favorable matchup against Bush. Gets to his jump hook and scores up over the top. That's a difficult matchup for Carson Bush, giving up several inches to the potential player of the year in the league, an All-American. Woods takes a 3 from the left wing, rattles out. Pioneers come up with a stop, and Van Dyke to Wright, who pushes the tempo in transition. to the rim. Takes some contact, no whistle with Woods. Missed the floater. He was trying to draw the foul on the floor, I think. Graceland going to be content to walk it up. Braun looking to go inside to Markovic. It's Davis, spinning baseline, got it to go, and the foul. A strong take by Darius Davis. Brooks Langer will check back in for the Pioneers. As Ed Wright will take a rest. This Graceland team coming off a 2-point loss to Peru State. That loss is what secured the conference title for the Pioneers. And what a response. Caleb Jones-McCrary goes baseline, scores the reverse layup, and he's fouled. Tough finish for Jones-McCrary. Isaiah Cole right back in for Anthony Brown. Little offense for defense sub. Bosch for Langer, same thing. See if Pioneers will show press to zone here. It's an interesting group on the floor. Caleb does get the bonus free throw. Yellow Jackets with a 2-point lead and a minute and a half to go in the first half. Can make this just 3 possessions in the half if they choose to run the clock. They don't. Woods takes an early pull-up jumper and buries it. How good has Akeem Woods been here in the first half? Double figures with 10, done a little bit of everything. Pioneers go inside. Jones-McCrary, double team comes. Kicks it out, open. Alexander for 3. Off the mark. Last touch by Van Dyke. It's going to be Graceland basketball. Braun brings it across the timeline. Pioneers in a man-to-man. Running some decoy action before getting into their scoring look. Bush drives into the paint, steps through, maybe traveled, but Van Dyke, good defense, causes the miss. And with just a 3.5-second difference between the shot and the game clock, Pioneers can run this thing down and maybe get the last shot of the half. Looking to go high-low again to Jones-McCrary. They do. Double team comes. He's fouled by Darius Davis, I believe. See if they got Davis or Markovic. It is Darius Davis, so that's his second. And officials are calling this a on-the-floor foul, even though Jones-McCrary was clearly in the act of shooting, trying to bring his arms up to shoot a layup or a dunk. It's the 7th team foul, though, so he will go to the line, but it's for a 1-and-1. Instead of the warranted 2-shot foul. And Caleb knocks down the first of 2. He's in double figures with 10. The Pioneers need a stop to keep this a 1-possession game at the break. CJ got them both. Leads the Pioneers with 11. And Braun going to walk it across the timeline for the final possession of the first half. Braun takes a pull-up 3 off the dribble, flops once again, doesn't get a call this time like he did earlier in the first half. The Pioneers will go into the locker room trailing by 2. It's a 30-28 lead for the visiting Yellow Jackets. We'll take a 15-minute break. Be back for the second half of action on MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. All right, second half of action in the Cook Center between Graceland University and your Mid-America Pioneers gets started. It's Graceland basketball with a 2-point lead. And they go high-low right away, trying to get it to Markovich. A little logo ball screen, Pioneers switched it. And Braun all the way into the paint, smokes the right-handed layup. Pioneers have numbers now. It's a 4-on-3 break. Van Dyke probes, leaves it for Anthony Brown at the top of the key. He's going to slow it up, run offense. Go to Ed Wright at the top of the key on a little cut up the lane line. Zipper action, and Wright goes right through Patrick Fisher for the bucket. It ties us at 30. Wright's in double figures with 10. It was all Ed Wright and Caleb Jones-McCrary on the offensive end for the Pioneers. So Anthony Brown had 7 in the first half as well, but it kept things alive. Braun probing, thought about a screen. He shoots it almost 40% from out there. Woods, who had a big first half, kicks it out. Markovich, wide open three off the mark. Dangerous. He is the leading scorer for Graceland. Didn't look real comfortable on that three-point attempt, but don't be fooled. He shoots 43% from downtown. 60 for 139 of them on the season. So Markovich missed badly that time, but Pioneers lucky. He can absolutely knock it down, and it was wide open up there. Pioneers going for what they call a kill, 3 straight stops. Van Dyke got his hand on the ball going to Woods, just about stole it away. Woods ends up with it, and he's all alone at 15 feet and knocks down a wide open elbow jumper. She's done over and over again. He's got 12 points now. Most of them have come by way of 15-foot jumper. Jones-McCrary in the post with Markovich. Fakes the handoff to Wright, and double team comes, gets it to Wright. 3 on the way. Rolls out, Van Dyke there with a follow. It's a nice play from the point guard. Crashing the glass and lays it in with his right hand. It's a left-handed player showing some skill there on the putback. Ball goes into the post, logo ball screen again, Pioneers switch it. Now it's Bush inside with Van Dyke. He spins baseline and gets the easy reverse layup to go. Got around Van Dyke. Bush scores his first bucket of the game. Wright and Anthony Brown playing a 2-man game on that left side. He's one-on-one in the post with Fisher. Right-handed jump hook, up and in. Brown is too much to handle one-on-one in the post against most guards. Darius Davis certainly can be a decent matchup for him. He's on the bench right now, but if it's Austin Brown, Fisher, they're going to have their hands full with the 6'6", long-armed Anthony Brown in the post. Keen Woods finally missed one of those mid-range jumpers, but he got his own rebound. Nobody boxed him out. There's Markovich for 3, this time in the corner. Missed it badly again. A great box out by Van Dyke as Anthony Brown tracks down the rebound. Pioneers go right on inside of the block to Jones-McCrary. He's going to put it on the floor. Right-handed jump hook just rattles out. Got a good look. He goes up over the top of Markovich, but just not able to get the friendly roll. Over and over again now, Graceland's gone to that same play, a post up and logo ball screen. They do get the switch. If that's what they're wanting, they're getting the switch. And in their secondary action, Patrick Fisher drives to the hoop for the easy left-handed layup. High post touch for Jones-McCrary. Brown off the dribble handoff into the paint, floater, good. Anthony Brown starting to take over a bit here in the second half, back-to-back buckets. We're tied at 36. Back screen into a ball screen here. Pioneers just ignoring Akeem Woods, and he continues to score it. It may be the best way to play the Yellow Jackets, but Woods is having himself a game. He's got 14, taking advantage of the space. That time he didn't settle for the mid-range jumper, got all the way to the rim. Bosch had a clean look from 3 that left short. Grayson gonna slow the pace, run offense again. Back screen, re-screen this time for Bush. Three in the corner by Fisher, left short. Wright the rebound. Pioneer coaching staff saying, let's go, play with some tempo. They want to run, play fast. You don't want to play a half-court, slow down, knock down, drag out with the Yellow Jackets. They want to get up and down. That's a nice skip pass from Wright to Brown in the corner. Take advantage of the overhelp, and Anthony attacks the closeout, and he's fouled. Second personal on Bush. His first team foul. Jake Alexander enters the game for the Pioneers. Wright left alone on the out-of-bounds play, makes him pay. Heads-up play on the baseline out of bounds. Ed Wright standing in the opposite corner. His man helped off just a little too much, and any space is too much space for Ed Wright. Buries the triple. And that's too much space for Carson Bush. An excellent three-point shooter, but that's a clean look that the Yellow Jackets got to knock down. Left short again. Pioneers on top by one. Brown off the ball screen, into the paint. That's such a tough bucket. Anthony Brown going left. Hits that dead leg slow step. You see Luka Doncic do that all the time. Let the defender fly by after the contact, and then just back to the strong hand for the floater. Big time bucket puts the Pioneers on top. 41-38, timeout Graceland. Yellow Jacket basketball trailing by 3. Pioneers show zone. And all alone, Akeem Woods on the block and just missed the bunny. Woods has been so good here this afternoon. That time missed an open layup. The Pioneers left a big hole in the bottom of that zone. Graceland has shown 1-3-1 zone at times. I know the Pioneers are prepared for it. Haven't seen it tonight. Been all man-to-man. Anthony Brown in the post. Up and over, floater this time off the mark. And as quickly as they got in the zone, they're going to get out of it, as Coach Hepker did not like the look Graceland got on the previous possessions. Back to man-to-man. Markovich is one-on-one with the freshman. He gets that little logo ball screen to get the switch, but Anthony Brown, more than capable of handling his own in the post, forces the miss. Bosch catches, kicks, extra pass. Jake Alexander, 3 from the wing, just rattles out. Good look, good offense. Draw the help defense, kick, extra pass. Good shooter, got a clean look. We'll take that. It's Fisher matched up with Ed Wright on the wing, and a nice cut by Carson Bush. Found himself all alone under the rim for the layup. Caleb Jones-McCrary running rim to rim, catches the full court outlet over the outstretched arms of Alexa Markovich, and Jones-McCrary lays it in for the easy 2. That's Pioneer basketball, the Utah basket. Basket by Yellow Jackets, and then before there's been 5 seconds off the shot clock, Caleb's laying it in the other way. Woods going right at him in the post, kicks. Woods again on the short roll, this time missed the floater. Tell you what, Pioneers did a nice job that time, but that's such a difficult little kind of brush screen in the corner. It's, do you switch it, do you not switch it? How threatening is the driver? Do you have to switch because he's getting downhill, or can you get through and stay home? It just make you make a lot of decisions on the defensive end, Graceland does. Nice pass inside and another finish from Jones McCrary on the reverse layup. Pioneers back on top by 5 now. Markovich, 3 from the top of the key, no good. He's struggled here this afternoon. This is the leading scorer for the Graceland team, an 18-7 team coming in, averaging 16 points a game, and Markovich sitting at 2 points. Brown, baseline drive, floater, got it. Another big-time basket from Anthony Brown. That's been the story here of the opening 10 minutes of the second half. Brown with 15, Jones McCrary 15, Wright 13. Doing all the damage offensively for the Pioneers, as they do pretty much night in and night out. Graceland going to their bench, bringing in Carter Brown, Darius Davis, and Amitai Offenjar. Offenjar takes it on the inbound, back to Braun. Thought about the 3, puts it on the deck. Had his shot erased by Jones McCrary. Little guy in amongst the trees. Had no prayer getting that one off. Braun had 5 points early and was talking a lot about it. Hasn't scored since. He's matched up with Anthony Brown up top. Zoom action, dribble handoff. Nope, faked it to Langer. Brown drives baseline, blows by Braun, and drops one off for Jones McCrary, who missed the layup. It's a nice play on the baseline side by the Pioneers, just couldn't convert. Jones McCrary thought he was fouled. No whistle came. This time Fisher drives baseline, refused that little brush screen. Offenjar takes a 3, left all alone, missed it badly. Offenjar just 4 for 13 from downtown on the season. It's not a, it's 30%. Doesn't shoot a lot of them. Anthony Brown, one-on-one with Braun, and Braun picks up the foul. Put 2 hands on the dribbler. And this Graceland team, they're trusting their guards to defend Anthony one-on-one in the post, and that is a tall task. Nice look inside. Jones McCrary goes into the chest of Offenjar, and he forces the steal. 3-on-2 break for the Yellow Jackets. Braun, strong take, finishes through some contact, and Austin Braun gets the 2 to go. And now Fisher picks up a personal foul all the way out at midcourt. Couple possessions in a row, put 2 hands on the ball handler, and this time it's Fisher. That'll bring us to our under 10 media timeout. It's a Pioneer lead, 47-42 over the visiting Graceland Yellow Jackets.
At Mid-America, we are committed to ensuring our graduates walk away with the skill sets that they need. We have exciting new programs that are part of our professional and graduate studies and our traditional studies here at Mid-America. As you can see, Mid-America is an exciting place to be, and we're ready for you to jump in and join us as we move forward transforming the world for our God.
Pioneer basketball coming out of the timeout. A 5-point lead after being down really the entire first half. Came out of the break, executed some offense, got Anthony Brown going. Ed Wright attacks the long closeout into the paint. Pretty move, Ed Wright joins Brown and Jones-McCrary with 15 points apiece. That's 45 of the 49 for the Pioneers between those three. Offenjar inside is fouled. I believe it's going to be on Gerard Bosch. Nope. It's on Jake Alexander. His third team foul. Both teams sitting with 3 now. Brandon Van Dyke checks back in to run the point. Ed Wright, nice defense inside, and Fisher going to be absolutely bailed out. Foul is on Ed Wright. The first on Ed. I'm almost speechless. I can't believe that call. There was 1 on the shot clock. Excellent defense being played, and Fisher bailed out after a wild turnaround jumper and will be at the free throw line for 2, where he's able to knock down the first. Fisher is a 71% free throw shooter on the season. He's got 11 points here this afternoon. Always fascinated to find out how guys end up in Lamoni, Iowa. And they have players from all over. Grand Rapids, Michigan, Bloomington, Illinois. Overseas even. It's always interesting to me how you end up in Lamoni. But they've got a good basketball team there. And that's a 10-second violation. Put the press on after the made free throws, and Pioneers a bit surprised by it. Van Dyke trying to get it across the midcourt line, but shot clock hit 20, and they're going to blow the whistle as soon as that happens. Nine minutes remaining. It's 49-44. Graceland, little cross screen set inside to Offenjar. He drops it off to a cutting Darius Davis, who lays it in with the left hand. It's good execution by the Yellow Jackets in the half-court offense. Van Dyke trying to split a couple of defenders is fouled. See who it's on. If it's on Braun, that's his third, and it's not. It's going to be on Davis. Well, that's also his third. Pioneers would have preferred it be Braun, I think. Markovic will check back in for Graceland, and they need him to get going. He's got to be a big part of this group down the stretch, although Graceland has hung very tough without his offensive production today. As Brown had an open look from 3, left it off the mark. Fisher gets into the paint off the drag screen and has his shot blocked by Jones-McCrary. Excellent play defensively from Caleb. Certainly should get some consideration for all defensive team. And Darius Davis lands on the head of Gerard Bosch. Bit on the shot fake. And Bosch was trying to attack as Davis jumped at the 3-point attempt and just about landed on his head. That's going to be the 4th personal foul on Davis. They'll send Akeem Woods back into the ballgame. Ed Wright came out of the ballgame and is not on the bench. Looked to be like back into the locker room. I don't know if he's being treated by an athletic trainer or what's the deal there, but it's something to keep your eye on as this game unfolds. They're going to need him down the stretch. Van Dyke whistled for the charge. Offensive foul. Offenjar drew it.
Offensive foul number 12, Brandon Van Dyke. That's his 3rd personal.
It's the 3rd personal on Van Dyke. 5th team foul on the Pioneers. Assistant coach Hudson Welty calling out the action coming. He was correct. It was elbow catch and then a little cross screen into a post-up. Jones McCrary holds his own on Markovich, and there comes Van Dyke on the double team, and he ties up Markovich. Gets the possession right back for the Pioneers. Good response from Branton Van Dyke. Turns it over on one end and then makes a defensive play and gets it right back. Pioneers look to run out of that dead ball, but now we're going to reset, run some offense. Anthony Brown enters the post. Jones McCrary one-on-one with Offenjar. He can go up and over, and he traveled. Offenjar pulled the chair out from under him. Caleb was looking for a foul call, didn't get it. Trying to be physical there, going into the chest of a strong Amitai Offenjar, and he just kind of closed that space out. Caleb lost his footing. Woods, high post to Offenjar. Backdoor goes Brown, and he had his shot blocked by Jones McCrary. Bosch the rebound, another great play defensively. Pioneers stringing together some stops now. Anthony off the screen, right to left, into the paint, floater, got it. So good going left. Anthony, I think, drives better to that left hand, even though he's a right-handed player. Very efficient going left, getting back to that right hand for the finish. Offenjar spins baseline, missed the bunny. And under 7 minutes to go now. Could be every possession amplified a bit. Akeen Woods switched onto Jones McCrary, giving up some height, and Caleb goes right through him, got it up, and just about got the and one. He's going to go to the line for two. Great recognition by the Pioneers. Saw they got the switch. Woods was matched up with the 6'8" Jones McCrary, and they go right to him in the post, rewarded for it, headed to the free throw line. Tell you what, this is a tough Yellow Jacket team. They are going to be a difficult out in the conference tournament for anybody. If they make the national tournament, they'll be playing, I'd imagine, a pretty high seed, and that team's going to have their hands full. It's a tough group. Caleb knocks down both at the line. It's a 6-point lead now. There's Ed Wright coming to check back into the ballgame, so that's good news, Pioneer fans. Offenjar takes another three. Missed it badly again. The Pioneers willing to live with perimeter shots from certain players, and he appears to be one of them. He's had two wide open looks, both of them off the mark. So open look is by design. You know, some coaches will tell you you're open for a reason. That guy right there, Anthony Brown, you don't want to leave him open for any reason. He knocks down a triple. He's got 19 points, and that Pioneer lead pushed out to 8. The foul's going to be on Anthony Brown back the other way, his third, and Woods is going to go to the free throw line. Both clubs with 6 team fouls and will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Akeen Woods' first free throw rolls in.
Substitution for Graceland, number 11, Austin Braun. Back into Pioneers, Ed Wright.
And the second free throw from Woods rolls out. So credit Ryan Robinson in the corner whooping away for the missed free throw. Jones McCrary out top. Zoom action for Wright. They blow it up. Van Dyke has to come to the rescue. Pick and pop. Bosch turns down the three, puts it on the deck. To Wright. Hangs, hits. That's a pretty finish for Ed Wright. He does that so well. Gets off of his feet and then changes the angle. Hangs, lets the defender go by and banks it in. Ed Wright with 17. Pioneers got Jones McCrary back on Woods, giving him all kinds of space, providing help. Braun spins into a pull-up jumper and airballs it over the brim. Give some credit to Jones McCrary coming over and help there. May have been in the back of his mind. Bosch, 3 from the top of the key, just left it short. That would have been a dagger. Cook Center was ready to explode. We got a great crowd on hand today. Really both sides of the lower bowl full and a decent crowd upstairs on the upper deck. Van Dyke rips it away for a steal. Pioneers off and running. It's Ed Wright. Slows things down. Skips it to Bosch. Bosch spins baseline. Cut off by the big Serbian and then drops it off to Caleb Jones McCrary for the easy 2. A nice pass inside by Bosch. And it's all of a sudden an 11-point lead for your Pioneers. 58-47, 4.5 to go. Full timeout, Graceland. An 11-point lead. The Yellow Jackets come out of the timeout with Fisher attacking off the right side, and he throws it away. He was looking for Braun. Anthony Brown read it the whole way, stole it, goes coast to coast and had it stripped from behind. Fisher came out of nowhere and took it away from Anthony Brown. Davis inside. Layup is good. Nice pass from Carter Brown. Full court pressure now by the Yellow Jackets. They're going to come double Branton Van Dyke. Van Dyke splits it. He's fouled. Gerard Bosch would have had a dunk if he wasn't. There's nobody around him on the block. Ed Wright, 3, right in front of the Pioneer bench. That might be the dagger. Ed Wright knocks down the triple. He's got 20. It's a 12-point lead for the Pioneers with under 4 minutes to go. Brown looking to answer, missed the 3. And Anthony Brown sends it the length of the floor to Jones McCrary, who drops it off for Ed Wright, and 1. Ed's going to go to the line for 1 more as Brandon Van Dyke sprints the length of the floor, giving him a hard time on the ground. What a sequence by your Pioneers. 63-49 is the score with just 3.5 to play. Ed now leads all scorers with 23. Pioneers have been stringing some stops together in addition to the offense coming alive. Woods working on Bosch. Gets to the block, cut off there. Fisher takes a three over Van Dyke, missed it. And it's going to be Yellow Jacket basketball. They're going to call Anthony Brown for a foul, going for the rebound.
Foul number 25, Anthony Brown. That's his fourth personal, 7th foul. Austin Braun at the line, shooting 1 and 1.
Right, working one-on-one with Woods. The blow-by in the bucket should have been an and one. I think the officials are just tired of blowing the whistle with the game becoming as lopsided as it is. Woods goes back the other way, misses a wild shot, and this Pioneer team is on the verge of another blowout win in the midst of 15 in a row. Ranked 15 in the country in the latest polls, and they're just going to keep climbing. They should be top 10. In my humble opinion, nobody asked my opinion.
Number 15, that's his third.
Offenjar picks up his third, and Jones McCurry is going to go to the line.
Substitution for Graceland.
And they have yet another triple-double watch for Anthony Brown. I'm going to pull up the live stats. He was 1 rebound and 1 assist away from one against Baker in the previous matchup. He's had a couple of them this year, I believe, at least one. Caleb knocks down the free throw.
Jones McCurry at the line, 1 more shot.
Currently, as it sits, Anthony has just 6 rebounds and 5 assists, so not really a triple-double watch. 19.6 and 5, still a heck of a ball game. Step back 3 from Brown, too strong, barely draws iron, and Jones McCurry going to be fouled again. Fisher whistled for the foul. So what was a Yellow Jacket team that led the majority of the first half and took a lead into the halftime break is finding themselves down by 20 after a monster second half from the Pioneers. Caleb misses the front end of his 2 attempts. Splits the pair, gives him 20 points tonight. 2.5 to play. Braun hesitates, gets inside, got Jones McCurry off his feet. A nice little head fake from Austin Braun and gets the finish. Anthony Brown gets it into Ed Wright. Full court pressure applied. Ed no issues handling it one-on-one, but here comes the double team right around midcourt. Ed inside to the cup, hangs and puts it in off the glass for 2. Ed Wright with 27. Couple of them you can add to the highlight tape with the finishes. Would be my nominee for the Pickleman's Player of the Game.
That's his 4th personal, 8th foul.
Van Dyke picks up his 4th personal, and he'll send Austin Braun to the line for a 1-and-1. He knocks down the first. Now in double figures with 10 points. He got them both, and that'll send Darius Davis and Akeen Woods into the ball game. Under 2 minutes to play. It's a 17-point lead. Here's 4 Yellow Jackets in the front court, or in the back court, excuse me, denying the inbounds pass. Wright able to come get it. Now they'll just space. Here comes the double team. Gets it to Anthony Brown. They cross mid-court line. Don't really need to take another shot. You could run the clock all the way down and just hand it to the refs after a shot clock violation 2 times, and go home with a dub. Of course, they won't do that. We'll try to score at the end of the clock here. 10 on the shot clock. Just no turnovers is the main thing. Bosch shot fakes, 5 on the clock. Step back 3 from the freshman, and it looked good. On the shot line, just left it 3 inches short. Offenjar takes a 3 from the wing, and this one, again, off the mark. Offenjar scoreless, has taken at least 3 downtown attempts, and Pioneer's going to bring it across half court and just dribble it out.
1 minute in the ball game.
Davis now applying a little bit of ball pressure to Ed Wright. Ed going to get a screen from Bosch, uses it, attacks, hesitates, gets to the cup, inside hand, missed the layup, and there's Bosch for the follow, no good. Darius Davis in transition, drops one off for Akeem Woods for the easy 2. 15-point game, but just 9 seconds difference between the shot and the game clock. Van Dyke still getting pressed by Davis a bit. Anthony Brown now dribbling it out against Fisher. And had his pass just about stolen away. Offenjar jumped the passing lane there. Looking for Bosch in the wing. 12 on the shot clock, 21.5 on the game clock. Anthony grabs it up top. They're going to trigger that high post split action with Jones McCrary. Back to Anthony Brown. Shot fake, 1 dribble pull up. Missed it short. Clock is off, and they'll just let Akeem Woods go lay it in or dunk, and he does. Woods adding to his point total, going to finish with 19, and that should be your final score, assuming Pioneers can inbound it. They do. A monster performance from Ed Wright, Anthony Brown, and Caleb Jones McCrary propel your top 15 ranked conference champion Pioneers to a 70-57 lead here against Graceland, and the winning streak continues. We'll be back next Saturday for senior night against William Penn. But a big shout out to this Pioneer team and second year head coach Adam Hepker on a Heart of America Conference Championship. Congratulations, fellas.